Today's adventure is the PL MINI Valkyrie LED weapon light by Olight. During the initial sale, I originally paid $67 for it. I think it's going for $79 on the internet now. This was the FDE version, was a release they did over a YouTube special a while back, and I went ahead and bought it and tried it on various pistols. Right now I have it on my Critter Getter. This is my suppressed Ruger 22 that I used for some varmint extermination around the yard and around the house. But I'm going to go ahead and put it on some different platforms and show you how it compares to some other lights and as far as size and quality. So stay tuned. Alright, so this is the package that it comes in. This is an unboxing because, like I mentioned before, I bought this in November of last year. October, I think it was actually. So I've had it for several months, but it comes in a cardboard box, and of course you got your manual. Got a couple Picatinny mounts that come with it, and the tool. It's a quick detach lever. This is the FDE. I wouldn't call it a true FDE. It's kind of a Cerakote bronze, but it's a good looking color. Got a small LED bulb on it, but it's pretty bright. As far as the box, it says 400 lumens, 70 minutes, 75 meter span as far as the lights. And you could read all the other specs on it off the internet. It is made in China, unlike some other lights. I don't know specifically what all lights are made in the USA. I know Streamlight is it's got a I guess Eagleville, PA stamp on it, but on the box it states assembled in the United States from foreign parts. So Streamlight might be a little bit different, and then same thing with the Enforce. Well, but to get a size comparison, here's the TLR1HL. It's drastically smaller. This is the TLR4 with the small laser on it. And then the Enforce. How it charges is probably the biggest difference between some of these weapons. Like this has got a magnetic switch on the bottom of it, and it comes with this special cord that plugs into a USB. You can hook this thing up to a laptop. I got my anchor pack here, so we'll go ahead and connect it to the pack. As soon as you connect it to its power source, the LED turns. I hope you can see that green color. And then when you connect it to the light, it'll go ahead and charge it. You can see that the green color changed red and is now charging it. And then when the color goes back to green, it's at a full charge. It's pretty handy. I can plug this into my laptop on my nightstand on the bed, or into a plug-in for my cell phones and charge it, or just like I did it here with my anchor pack. The one down draw to this is, so I paid $60 for the light, and this cord's 15 bucks alone. So if you lose this cord, that's another $15 you're gonna have to cough out. But it'll place on, I'll place it on several different weapons. So the Glock rail is not on it, so I won't put it on the Glock yet. But this is my CZ Scorpion, and it fits it rather well. And what I gotta do is I have to change out this Picatinny mount. And there it is on the Glock, with the Glock rail. Protrudes just a little bit. This is the Valkyrie on the SIG P320. It's a pretty good fit, I think. So when I originally bought this, the idea was to put it on my FN9C. This is my favorite carry. But as you can see, the rail does not fit. The pistol at all. And I believe there's several other pistols that it will not fit because of this same thing. And I believe that's why they came out with the PL Mini 2, which is now the newer version, that this part slides. It's got an adjustment in it. The only thing that I see from the PL Mini 2 is it looks like it's a lot thicker too. Top to bottom, the dimensions, it looks like it's bigger. But I was hoping that this would fit on this pistol because, boy, it just looks sharp. That light really matches the pistol. What I did to play around with it, I took the actual rail out of it, and instead of using a rail, I put a piece of wire in there that was a smaller diameter, and it fit the light a little bit better. So it went on. As you can see, it still protrudes a little bit. Fit better. It brings this slide back a little more, I believe. I don't have the PL Mini 2, but I might try it out. But the coloring is pretty close. It looks pretty sharp. When I originally bought the Valkyrie in November, the holster options for this were next to nothing. But Last Line of Defense, I believe he's making several holster options for this light, as well as there's others as well that are making holsters now for the Valkyrie. And I'm sure the PL Mini 2 will be right behind it. The charge lasts, they claim 70 minutes, but with the adaptability of charging it, I really like that idea. How quick and easy it is to charge it. And then you can just leave it charged for those bumping the nights. I believe the price now is $79.99 on the Olight website. Sometimes they run sales, free shipping, or 10% off, I believe. You just gotta catch them. The best thing to do is watch their Facebook page for their sales. So I'm going to run a quick test on the light. I have about 25 charges on this, maybe 30. So it's fully charged, and we're going to see just how long it takes. So timer. Okay. We are going to leave it like that. Put it right there. I believe after a minute it's going to shut down to a lower level. So what I wanted to show is how it was activated. I didn't show that earlier at the desktop. So you get a lever, one on each side, 1, 2, and it takes from your finger. I'm a lefty, so it takes a down stroke. You got momentary, let off, or you can downstroke it. I actually like the APLC, the Enforce, because it's an in pressure instead of this down. So I'd say this is kind of a draw back to me, but it's not totally unusable. It's just different from some of the other sites. Again, I love the size of it. I love the sleekness. It's light. The quick release, it comes off and can go on to another system very quickly. The color looks pretty good on, even on this CZ P07. So what I wanted to do is show you the light and how it works compared to a couple others. So the first comparison I'm going to show you is the Enforce PLC. This is the compact version, 200 lumens, and what you'll see is a target. It's an archery target, 17 yards from where we are in my basement. You can see it's totally dark right now. But again, this is the Enforce APLC. The C means compact version. And you can see it's got a wide beam on it. You can see both sides of the door and the toy box there. But then you can see the hot spot on the target there. And again, that's 17 yards, 17 and a half yards, the archery targets, with the silhouette there. Next up is the PL Mini, and this is 400 lumens. You can see or hopefully you can see it, the path is brighter on it. It's not necessarily a hotter spot in the center, but the actual width of the beam, it covers more of this room off to my 2 o'clock position. It seems like it's just as bright. Again, this is the PL Mini. Okay, and this is the TLR1 H1. This is the high level output, and this is 800 lumens. To be honest, I think my batteries are kind of going dead in this because it's not as bright as it used to be. So this is kind of not a good comparison. It is a little bit brighter, but it's normally more brighter than this. So I will chuck this up. I have to apologize because the batteries in this are just not as bright as I thought they would be. The next view you'll see will be the PL Mini as it's being pointed in the direction of the camera, and you'll see how bright it is. Final thoughts. Would I buy the PL Mini Valkyrie again? Yes. For the price that I paid for it, $67 on sale, I'd even pay the full $79.99 for it. It's a good light. It's light, it's small, it's compact. I'm actually thinking about going ahead and purchasing the black model and maybe putting it on a Glock. I think it complements the weapons well. I like the smallness of it, and yet it is pretty bright, as you've seen in the pictures. It works well on many different platforms, and if you opt for the PL Mini 2, Of course, that'll even open up even more wide of a range of platforms. Durability wise, I've dropped it on the ground a couple of times. I have not took a hammer to it and beat it and put it through any type of stress test, but it's worked fine for my purposes so far. Just kind of a defense, home defense gun, and when I had it on my 22 critter getter, it served its purpose as well. As always, keep our soldiers, sailor, airmen, and Marines in your thoughts and prayers. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be the America that we are today. Thanks for watching.